What's up, my babies? I miss y'all, man. How y'all doing tonight? Man, we gonna have a problem, y'all. You know why we gonna have a problem? Because I know y'all be looking at my videos. Why y'all won't hit the like button? I want you to like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be truthful about your like. You can even dislike. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be grateful either way it go. But I want you guys to talk back to me. This is the time on the planet where spiritual gifts are revealing themselves. And a lot of y'all got some spiritual gifts. I know y'all ain't sitting around their house and ain't no type of psychic phenomenon going on around y'all. Some of y'all see dead people. Some of y'all have dreams. Some of y'all have questions and stuff. God got people like us on the planet to help you ascend. And to help you ascend smoothly so your ride won't be so rough, y'all. So I know y'all creeping. That's so creepy. Y'all just creeping around, peeping at the video, but won't hit the dang on like button, the subscribe button, or the dang on dislike button. Won't leave me no comments. Y'all, come on, let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk about how we feeling on the inside. Let's talk about some of this stuff that our grandmama, some of y'all parents, you tell y'all to start acting out, start talking about stuff like that. You just sitting there, you just got an active imagination. Come on, y'all, this is the time. This is the time. Cause we in 5D, boo boo. Catch on. Things are manifesting fast. So tonight, I want to talk about Neville Goddard. A lot of y'all like to study Neville Goddard's teachings. And me, being my little special self, I had my own experience with Neville Goddard. Even though Neville Goddard is gone past on, we know that in truth, spirit does not die. It just morphs, transforms, it transmutates, but it does not die. Neville Goddard is still talking his talk right now. Neville Goddard is still helping people right now. Shoot, he helped me. Y'all, I didn't even know who the freak Neville Goddard was until I had a dream of a hand that looked like this. It didn't have nobody attached to it. And it came to me and it had a ticket in its hand. It was doing me like this. It was giving me the ticket. I wouldn't wake up, so it tapped me on the shoulder, made me look at it. And when I looked, it was a hand in front of me. And I grabbed the ticket. So that jump, when I woke up, my ticket was gone, y'all. I was out of my mind. That dream was so vivid, y'all. It looked like a lottery ticket. It was shiny, but it was so shiny, it was blinding my eyes when I was trying to look at it. So I didn't get to scratch the thing. I didn't get to go cash it in. I was so excited. I woke up still with my hand clenched, jumping up and down, saying, "I hit the lottery! I won!" And y'all, I couldn't find my ticket. So I'm like, where my ticket? Where my ticket? Y'all done woke my husband. I done pushed him. Move, you land on my ticket. Didn't even think, girl, wake your butt up. You was dreaming. So that bothered me, y'all. I ain't never seen nothing like that before on 5D. But all types of stuff happen to you. You think 3D be looking like it be coming at you, but in 5D, this stuff be real and it be coming at you. It look just like this in 5D. Real. So, y'all, my throat is so clogged up. But I want to talk about manifestation. But with Neville Goddard, I asked Spirit, I said, is it anybody on this earth that has ever existed? Have they ever experienced just a hand, you know? And I heard this thing say Goddard knew. So y'all know me. When I hear my stuff on the inside, I grab Miss Google and I be like, Goddard knew. Goddard, but y'all, it was Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard popped up, and when I clicked on his teaching, it was the one about him seeing the hand, seeing 5D. When you ask questions, you get answers just like that from the universe. But he said that a hand came to him. He had it was so he could sign a contract to get home because he was in the army and he wanted to go home. And they was like, nah, we need you, Neville. You can't go nowhere, Neville, so you gotta stay. And Neville was like, man, I want to go home. And his friend Abdullah was like, what do you mean, Neville? You are home. He said, no, I'm talking about Barbados. He like, you are in Barbados. Man, if I had a friend like that to get me back and get me back right every time I start speaking negative or I jump out, they remind me, man, we'll be a duo couple. So I want to talk about Neville Goddards. I don't want method. Like he says, if you say you don't want what you really want, he says, like, get some sticky notes and put them everywhere and really see that you say you don't want whatever it is that you do want, but everywhere you walk you'll be reminded, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I already got that, I already got that, I don't want that, I don't want that. You know, you gotta keep saying, I don't want that. And so when you go to sleep, you go to sleep thinking that you already have it. You make up a scene like you already have it. So I said, I wonder why that technique was so successful, because everybody talk about how successful it was. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I did it today and I gotta act like I have that thing I want before I go to sleep. And say you only gotta do it for maybe like a minute or two. You don't even have to spend a whole lot of time with it. But you go to sleep in that thing like you already got it. So you tell yourself all day you don't want it. You do not want it, and you mean you do not want it. But then when you go to sleep, you dream as if you're having it, you're enjoying it. It happened already, right? So I got to wondering what was the deep meaning about that. Like, what made that so successful, and what is the science behind it, right? Because the way I am, I stay, but I'm behind the scenes. I'm behind the reality that we're living. I am behind that. Because remember, on my channel, we skin walk. We come out our skin. We take our skins to the healing center. We say, go to the healing center, be with God and the angels. And then we say, God, we would like for you to heal all of our ailments, all of our diseases, all of our worries, all of our woes, whatever is going on with you mentally, physically, and spiritually, it's up there being taken care of, okay? So your breath, so now you're over here in the spirit realm, and you got to figure out how in the world you're going to operate over here. And being in spirit, everything is 5D is too little of a dimension. Like, it's bigger than that. But let's get back to Neville Goddard. So I think, the way I talk, from the Hermetic teachings, from the secret doctrines, the secret teachings of Jesus, that's what I've been in this week, y'all. I've been in it hard. Why do you gotta say I don't want it and mean that you don't want it? But then when you go to sleep, you have it, or you're living like you have it. I said, why do that? How would that make it happen? It happens like that because if you notice, when you say you don't want something, that's what comes, and it comes faster when you be like, I don't want this, I don't want this, or I don't have this, I don't have this. You don't have more of it, or you don't want it, but you're gonna keep on getting it. It's because the universe doesn't have a yes or no factor. It's just yes, yes, yo, yes, 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 approved, 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 approved. So you can't keep getting approved for everything. You can't keep getting a yes for everything. So this is my meaning of it. So y'all tell me what y'all think, and tell me if it makes sense. Talk back to me. Now if I say tell me do this make sense, that means you have to comment. Okay. Tell me what you think about it. Okay. If we have light and dark inside of us, okay, we have light and dark inside of us. Our job is to convert the dark into light and get your whole being to heaven. Because if you don't, the dark is your devourer. That is the demon that's going to get you in the end, and you really are a all-consuming fire. Not this flesh, but when you're in front of God, you are a fire. Man is a fire with skin wrapped around it. Okay. So I'm thinking the reason this works is because it's like me. I live in both realms. I can't help but live in both realms. I can't ignore my human side, and I can't ignore my spiritual side. So imagine this, y'all. Your flesh got doubt. Your flesh is human thinking. Your flesh really don't believe you can be a millionaire. Your flesh really don't mean you can have an 8-bedroom house. Like, you will tell yourself something in you get you off of that belief and say, honey, come back down to earth. You dreaming too big. Like, do you really think you can get something like that? You think you deserve something like that? Like, that ain't gonna never happen. You just keep on wishing that, honey. Everybody wish for that. Everybody wish for that. It don't never happen. So, that's your flesh. So what you do, because during the day, while you're active and you're walking around, you are human. Think about it. You active, so you have to be human. So during the daytime, you just get it on out the way. Say, yeah, okay, I know you down, and I know you think I ain't finna do this, because this the dark telling you you can't have that new car. This the dark telling you that you ain't nothing but a broke little something. This the dark telling you you ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if you take that concept and you get rid of all the negativity during the day, like, you just walking around saying you ain't gonna get it. No, you ain't gonna get it. Forget it, girl. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. You're being human. So you just going along with the doubt. You're not disagreeing with the doubt. You're repeating what the doubt say. Okay, okay. Because you're gonna tell yourself that anyway. So how you don't slip up and put a bad vibration in what you trying to create? When you fall asleep, you go into that physical realm, that realm right there in the middle between waking and sleeping. That's when you're very creative. You're your breath. You're the spirit part. You're this part. Remember the skin suit in the health center. So imagine it like that. When you go to sleep, your spirit comes out your body. It stretches, it roams. You don't know what your spirit be out here doing. But you be dead. Like, you be sleeping. You don't be conscious. Your body is at rest. And it's at rest so it can function. It can heal. So your butt can get out of there. Hello. That's why we send it to the healing center. We hurry up and get out of there and let God deal with it. So if you think of it like that, that's why it comes so fast. But I was looking at Elmer Locker page. Y'all go to Elmer Locker page. Y'all, that man is on it with the Neville Goddard stuff right now. I think he the hottest thing smoking on YouTube when it comes to the Neville Goddard techniques. And I think he got every right to it, because this man had a front row seat to what Neville Goddard did, because his grandfather knew Neville Goddard. His grandfather went to the teachings. His grandfather did the exercise. Like, his grandfather knew Neville Goddard. So to me, when it comes to Neville Goddard, he like the main person you should be listening to, because he grew up around it, and it makes so much sense. So I got this idea from today. He made a video about the do not want technique, the technique that I just talked about, but he tweaked it with the 369 technique, where you do the same thing 3 times a day, 6 times a day, 9 times a day. 3 times a day, 6 times a day, 9 times a day. But you do the same thing. Instead of making the sticky notes, you say, I don't want this thing because I already have it. I don't want this thing because I already have it. I don't want this thing because I already got it. So you go on, and that's in the morning. Then in the evening, you do it 6 times. Then before you go to bed, you do it 9 times. And you ask yourself, why the 369 method? Because remember, I told y'all this week, in the Kabbalah, in the Hermetics, in the 3 initiates, in the Emerald Tablets, it's a key word in there called they. You will see THEY, and I even think it's all caps. They are the 7 lords, the 7 governors that govern man, that govern the whole shebang, right? It's 7 of them, but then you got subs up under them, but they the uno, the heads, and they are lords 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when you put them together in a certain order according to their function, you get a certain reaction. So the 369, the 3 means something, the 6 means something, and the 9 means something. And the 9 is like the father of it all. The 9 is the Lord of vastness. I can't think of what 6 do. And 3 represents everything, like life, birth, life, death, everything, the Trinity, everything that got 3s in it. The 3 is responsible for. The 3 represents us with the Holy Spirit and God. Like the 3 really means something. Meaning you can't do nothing on your own. You need God and you need the Holy Spirit. You 1, they 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So, but when you put it all together, you got 4, because you got a whole being. This is how math works in the spirit realm. Nothing is left out. Nothing is dead. Nothing is canceled out. It's added to, added to, added to. That's why you need to learn how to be spaceborne, because you got room up there, unlimited room up there. Down here, you're limited. So I get why he says, I don't want this car, or I don't want this house, or I don't want this high position, or I don't want the highest paying job, or I don't want to hit the top tier prize lottery jackpot. Say that because I already done did it. I already done did it. You could even tweak it, like you could say, I don't want another new car. I already got new cars. I don't need another one. I don't want another one. You see how that sound? And so you just take the doubt away from them. The negative ones who saying you can't get that car, you can't afford that car, you don't look right in that car, get real. That car, you don't, just the negative. So you go on, get rid of them, and you seal the deal. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Because I already got it. Because when you ask, it's given. And you supposed to believe that you already got it. So you being so honest. You being so honest. If you ask and you believe that it's given, then you already have it. So you tell, I don't want that. I already got it. I already got it. So what I did, y'all, I tried this method today. And this is what I'm aiming for. And I want to see how many days it's going to take for one of these to pop. Because it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Think that's great. It don't matter if I believe this or not. I'm just gonna do this technique just to see if it's gonna happen. Because deep down, you do have doubt. Deep down, if you know if you asking for $1 million, somewhere in there you got a vibration that don't believe that you really want $1 million, or you not confident enough, or you don't have the confidence of a millionaire. Put it that way. You might got the confidence of a thousandaire, but not a millionaire. So take care of the doubt. That way you can't mess up. You cannot mess up. So if you look at it the way the Hermetics look at it, you really can create anything. So y'all, I'm aiming for a keyboard, some type of keyboard with all the instrumentals to it, with all the bells and whistles. I want me a Oculus. I want an Oculus, and the reason I want an Oculus because I feel like, say, if I'm doing a money affirmation, if I can actually see myself with the money raining down on my head, I believe they own to something. I believe they own to something. If I can create me a house in the virtual world and actually see myself going in the house like I'm actually walking around in my house, I believe I'll be able to manifest the house faster. So I got a piano or some type of keyboard. I got a Oculus on there. I'm just naming little stuff. I ain't being all, you know, all serious and stuff. Okay, I will. And I just want to see, like, is it gonna work? And what else I put on my list? I said, because that can't drip on your notebook. Oh yeah, because I do believe in regeneration. I do believe that it's a certain way, like, you can make your body healthy. You can regenerate your body. I do believe you can make your teeth grow back. I believe you can make your hair grow. I believe you can tighten up your skin. I believe this stuff because look, y'all, look at my situation. I'm a heart transplant. I cannot be in doubt about nothing. So I got on there, and it might sound silly, but I did it. I said, I don't want my hair to grow 22 inches long. It's already 22 inches long. And so look at how that sound, and look at how that might feel like if I had 22 inches of hair already. Would it be a burden if 22 more inches got added on there? If I got a house full of cars and I don't have no room for them, and I say I don't want another car, I got a car. You see how that sound? You see how that feel? So I think that is the key. So you gonna get the doubt out the way because you gonna do it. You gonna do it. Anytime we want good for ourselves, it's always something to say, no, we don't need that. We don't deserve that. I am a millionaire. I truly believe I am. My doctor will say I'm a millionaire. So ain't no doubt in me. But I don't have it. So I want to see, is this gonna work? So what I did was, my dream with the lottery ticket, right? Even though I know I dreamed that I was given a lottery ticket, in my human self, I'm writing down, I didn't really receive no lottery ticket. That wasn't true. That dream was not real. That did not happen because if God wanted me to have something, He will make sure I had that. My mind playing tricks on me. And I'm already a millionaire. I already got so much money. I don't know what to do with it. If I get them millions, man, how am I hide all this money? How am I get rid of all this money? So guess what? Universe gonna send me more money. That junk is crazy, but it's as above, so below, so below, as above. So you can do something in forward and you can do something backwards. Like take these holy symbols. They take a holy symbol like the cross and then they turn it upside down and it's not holy anymore. So either way you swinging, you know what I'm saying? So I'm aiming for a Jaguar. I got a Jaguar on there. I said, I do not want another Jaguar. I already have Jaguars. And I left it at that. You don't add no words in there. It's going to be too much detail. You just keep it general, keep it plain, keep it simple. don't leave no room for other words to come in there. And so you make sure you word your stuff right. So I don't want another Jaguar. I already got too many Jaguars. So evidently I must like Jaguars, y'all, and they keep on coming. But the intention behind my Jaguar is to represent my father, because in this spirit realm that I walk through, this is how I communicate with my father that has passed on. So since y'all know about my Jaguar thing, I talk about it all the time. So if I can imagine me riding inside of a Jaguar, instead of me always seeing the Jaguar everywhere, spotting the Jaguar everywhere, feeling like the Jaguar creeping up on me, I said, well, Daddy, how about you just bring me a Jaguar and we just chill together and we could just be together every day? Wouldn't that be better than just popping up on me? I already have you. See how you do that? Because they're not gone. They just morph or transform into something else. And before my dad died, he had a Jaguar car on the side of his house. He loved Jaguars. I think Jaguars were my dad's favorite car. And him and my sister was into it about that Jaguar. So that Jaguar was real big before he passed. And before he passed, we looked at Apocalypto. And the main character in this movie was Jaguar Paul. So somehow my dad knew that there was a way that I would recognize him, because when we watched Apocalypto, we laughed. Oh my God, that was the last good time I had with my dad before he passed. When we weren't arguing, we weren't fussing, everything was fine. And we was all talking about we were Jaguar Paul, what we'll do, how we say the village. Like, we was having a good time. So he gets in touch with me through the Jaguar. So I want a Jaguar for that reason. Having a Jaguar would really mean a lot to me. And I've also had a dream that I was giving a teaching somewhere on stage. Now, I've never done this before right now that I can recall. But in the dream world, in the spirit realm, I'm mentoring, like I'm giving speeches on huge stages. And before I left the stage, the people came to me and said, hold on, don't leave. We got something to give our queen. So maybe this was a congregation that I was ahead of or something. So they gave me a baby blue Jaguar, a really nice baby blue Jaguar in my dreams. So I can't escape Jaguar, so you might as well give me a Jaguar, right? So that's how I'm thinking. So I'm working on me a Jaguar. And what else did I ask for? I think that's it. I just kept it at those little items. So, it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. I believe you can do it to more than one thing. And I'm trying the 369 method that he added to the do not method. And his name is Elmer Locker. And he was the grandson of one of Neville Goddards' students. So if you gonna believe anybody about Neville Goddard, you want to know anything about Neville Goddard, I think forget reading his books and trying to understand. Could you imagine how his granddad was teaching him? Like, everything Neville Goddard taught him had to be exciting. And y'all, when you be in the spirit realm and you see something spiritual happen and you notice that you have capabilities, you talk. You want to tell somebody. You want somebody else to be able to do it so they can see the same thing you see. So I can imagine him growing up with his grandfather. It was just like Neville Goddard was right in his house. So I just wanted to spread that message. So if you're doing that, don't worry about if you believe it or not. I do not want this because I already have it. And then go to sleep with you imagining that you have it. And then he tweaked that thing with the 369, because a lot of y'all have no idea what 369 mean. And if you read the Hermetics And I think it's in the Emerald Tablets. It tells you exactly who Lord 3 is, who Lord 6 is, and who Lord 9 is. And these are the numbers 3 through 9 that led thee to life. That's how they said. It says when you have an issue, when you have a problem, when you're awoke, when you woke, excuse me, because they don't wake up until you wake up, because you get to see with their eyes and they get to see with your eyes. But when they wake up, anything you ask them, they're supposed to help you. They're supposed to lead you and they're supposed to guide you. And the Emerald Tablets tell you to refer to them, get to know them, talk to them. Now, I don't think nobody will tell you sit up there and talk to a number if this number was not significant. And these people was here 36,000 years ago, probably longer than that by now, because them Emerald Tablets been out for a long time. So if you think about it, get the doubt out the way. Just go on, because you're going to doubt anyway. Just own up to the doubt. Don't even let the little jokers sit in there and keep telling you and bothering you and harassing you, because do you know a desire can make you sick? A desire, you want something so bad, that junk can irritate you. It can change your mood. It can make you treat people bad. I mean, it could make you hysterical. You want something so bad. And so that's the dark jaw to drive you nuts with it. But think about it. Why am I having this desire? Where did this freaking desire come from? It came from that's something the universe wants you to have. It came from that's something that you deserve. That thing is calling you. That thing is showing itself to you. That thing is revealing itself to you, and you're attracted to it. So if it wants to give itself to you, you like, shoot, come on in, boo. Come on in. But then you'll have the negative thoughts telling you, you don't want that. You don't really want that. You ain't good enough for that. Or you can't afford that. So go on and get the doubt out of the way. I like that. I think he did a good job today when he added the 369 method, because you already doing the I don't want this because I already have it. Now you putting God in it. Now you putting the 369 lords in ahead of it. And that's 3 of them separate. But together, they are a power pack. That's the secret to Nikola Tesla 369 theory. Those are lords. And when you arrange them numbers in certain ways, powers come. Powers come. You get help. Like, you really get guidance. You get help. So, y'all, I know y'all gonna look at this and don't say nothing. And I think that's so creepy. Don't be creepy around here looking at me and listening to me and then won't even say hey. At least say hello, Tasha. How you doing, Tasha? To ask me how I'm doing, speak to me, say something, y'all, because I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But I know I'm not doing this for nothing. And I ain't worried about that really, because I feel like this teaching is so advanced. It may not be ready for now, but it's ready for a time. So by me already talking about it, and when it comes around, because in 5D, you can't use 3D stuff. You can't use 3D teaching. You can't have 3D waves. You can't have 3D frequency. You would get bumped. You would not even get to the door in 5D. So they need new stuff. They need new teachings. So you need to come out of your shells. Wake up. Spread your gift. Use your gift. That is the new money. That is the new prosperity. That is the new abundance. That is the new well-being. That is the new way of staying healthy. That is the new way of renewing yourself and staying young. That is the way of long life. Those are the most important things that I name, not the stuff that you asking for. So it shouldn't matter to you if you get that stuff or not. What you want is to know God. What you want is to know what the heck is going on. What you want is to know who and what you are and how in the world do you operate in this avatar. Because we don't have any instructions, y'all. You know why? Because it's for the ear. Wisdom whispers is for an ear. So all the lessons are oral. So that's why I don't have any books. because my teachings aren't coming from a book. These things have already happened to me. I'm discovering these books and I'm noticing myself inside these books. So I'm getting confirmation. I'm getting confirmation. And it's amazing because for a long time I thought something was wrong with me. And now I know it's something wrong with y'all. I love y'all so much. But look, don't be creeping around here lurking. Even some of my enemies are watching me. Some of the people who say they don't like me and they can't stand me. But they do. They love me. They love me. That's what's wrong with them. They love me so much they don't know what to do with themselves. But I know they lurking. I know they watching. Just hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Let's talk. I even talk to you. You don't like me, just like me for this moment. We can get along when we talk about God. You can't argue about personal stuff when you're talking about God. So that's a good thing. But let me know you here. Say something. Is it a boogeyman up under your bed? Do you got a scarecrow in your closet? Do you see that, people? I'm your girl. I love you guys. Have a good night.